Good evening, everyone. How is everybody doing tonight? So I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody is doing awesome. Uh, so my camera's all jacked up tonight, so you have to forgive me. I've been trying to fix it, but it happens. So if you're new to the programming that we do every Saturday night, my name is Jack. I'm the founder of Memphis Ghost Hunters here in Memphis, Tennessee. So that's what we do. We ghost hunt. We talk about different discussions and different things in the paranormal field. So tonight we will be discussing about the top 10 paranormal myths. Do ghosts only come out at night, and does Bigfoot really exist? That's the main question tonight. So I found this article and I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. And I just wanted to talk about the top 10 things tonight. So this might be a long show. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. And I hope everyone will put their thoughts and effort to everything that we're going to talk about tonight, so we all know each other a little bit better, what we think and stuff like that. Simple stuff. So it'll be fun and interesting. So this stream that we're doing tonight is our first stream that we're streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook all at once. So that is pretty cool. So it's our first time doing it, and we'll see how it works. And also, if you're interested in Memphis Ghost Hunters merch, there's a link in the description. We have t-shirts, we have masks. We all know the way things are in society today, we need a mask. So if you want a Memphis Ghost Hunter mask, those are available. I think they're going for like 10 or 12 bucks, something like that. Not too bad. So I got them as cheap as I could for y'all. So check out that link in that description. Remember that we are in the coronavirus stages where some shipping is taking longer than others due to mail. So please remember that when or if you order something. And also, we have a new video coming out this week from our last investigation. I'm going to have that done and finished, and will be on YouTube. So if you want to see it, all you got to do is go to YouTube, subscribe to Memphis Ghost Hunters, and it will be there for your enjoyment viewing. You can watch it on your smart TV, smartphone, whatever you like watching your TV on. So it will be there for you. All right, here we go, as we all could say. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a great week. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. My week wasn't too bad. So we're going to go on with the show. And number one. So we're talking about the top 10 paranormal myths, and do ghosts only come out at night, and does Bigfoot really exist? So off the top 10, number one, paranormal facts exist. The term paranormal applies to anything currently beyond the range of scientific explanation. So anyone who claims they have access to the rulebook of the paranormal and that they know a foolproof way of making ghosts go boo is probably fake. And they're about to be pretty famous. Plenty of researchers, including brutal scientists, have compelling theories about unexplained phenomena and are attempting to apply those utilizing the scientific method, but so far paranormal fact don't quite exist. So that's one of their claims. Pretty much, the last sentence, I don't know about it. They say paranormal facts don't quite exist. So, uh, I'm going on that number one myth. I'm going to say that facts do exist. Um, just due to the fact that we have all these equipment. Uh, you could do like EVP sessions with digital recorders, and you get voices. Okay, so that's what they're saying in number one. So what I'm reading y'all from is the Travel Channel. Uh, there's a guy by the name of Aaron Sagers who did this article. I just found it very interesting, so I kind of want to see like where y'all are at. I just thought this whole article was very interesting, and my wife don't know I know how to read. So, do paranormal facts exist? My answer is yes. I believe they do. There's so much equipment. There's so many things out there that happens that people have caught or gotten on video and audio, and it's out there. Believe it or not, it's out there. So I'm going to disagree with his little statement on that one. So number two, ghosts only come out at night. This is what he wrote. There are a lot of reasons of ghost hunt at night. The world quiets down as the day fades away. Some locations only let you enter after the close of daytime business hours. It is such creepier at night, and most importantly, it's the best time to play with your sweet night vision camera. But if you want to chase ghosts, you can just as effectively do it during the day, according to most paranormal researchers. In fact, it might even be more effective time because that's when the dead were probably most alive. So, ghosts only come out at night? No, they're always around us, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I've actually got some pretty cool stuff during the day. So I believe that ghosts are always out and about. I believe that, the nighttime investigations does make it more creepier, and you get to use your night vision, and you get to see those good old pretty lights that light up like from the K2 meter and whatnot. So, do they come out at night? No, they're always out. But I can see ghosts being quiet during the day, because maybe they're the ones that are spooked and not us. And maybe they're confused of what's going on and trying to figure out why they are still there. So that might be something to think about. So before we move on, does anybody have any questions on that part? Because I believe ghosts come out day, night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. I believe they're always around us. So, I'm just going to wait a second and see if anybody has anything to respond to that. I just find it very interesting. But I don't see any right now, so I will go on. Number 3. There is no physical evidence of Bigfoot. Ooh, touchy subject for a lot of paranormal investigators out there. It says, while there have not been any bodies found, Bigfoot researchers claim there is quite a bit of physical evidence to suggest the creature exists, including hair, blood, tissue, tracks, and yes, poop. There is also a growing community of scientists who believe in the Sasquatch, including famed primatologist Dr. Jane Goodall and Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum of Idaho State University. Among others, Eric Altman of the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society stresses that as far as the lack of physical remains, a dead Sasquatch fossilization requires very specific conditions, and Mother Nature has an effective system of breaking down animal remains in about 10 days. So a freshly dead specimen of the already rare creature would be hard to find. So, my intake of Bigfoot. I do not believe Bigfoot exists. I think people are just wasting their time chasing something that's really not there. So, if you look at it like this, there has been claims that Bigfoot, that people have seen them. You know, there's videos of Bigfoot out there, but no one's physically been close enough to see one, and no one's seen a dead one. So, what do you think? So, I don't think there is a Bigfoot. I've done a lot of hunting in my days. I've done a lot of walking in woods, and I mean deep in woods, and I've seen nothing of the evidence of a Bigfoot presence. I personally think someone just made it up and just went with it, and people just believed in it. There is a lot of evidence, but no claims. Well, how can I say it? There is a lot of evidence, but no one's actually seen a dead one. Don't think they live forever, y'all, if they're out there. So, just my personal opinion, I don't think Bigfoot exists. There's a lot of things I don't believe they exist. But we'll have to go that in a later date. So, we're going to come back to this here in a little bit, because I want to bring some stuff up to everybody. Alright. Number 4 myth. Only old buildings are haunted. They say in ancient Victorian mansions with broken windows, creaky floorboards, and moldy furniture may be the best haunted house in Hollywood. But it's not where ghosts necessarily hang out. Beyond just old houses, researchers claim to have found paranormal evidence in jails, asylums, hospitals, hotels, museums, battleships, cruise liners, cars, roads, and forests. New locations can be haunted, as can the ground where the new buildings is established. There doesn't necessarily have to be a death on the property either. It is widely accepted within the paranormal community that objects and people themselves can be the focus of a haunting. I have to agree with that. I don't think old buildings will always be haunted, like some say. People love creepy places, and the human race is pretty much dumb. I hate to say it, but we are all dumb when it comes to hauntings, no matter who you are. Because when a paranormal haunting, the first thing that people think is, oh my God, this person got murdered here or got murdered there. And then in reality, no one got murdered there. Or nothing bad, or anything bad that happened, I guess you could say. I think homes, buildings, whatever, can be haunted without something bad actually happening in there. That is my personal opinion and my personal belief. Any building could be haunted. It doesn't matter if there's a death there or not, or anything really horrible that actually happened. America's paranormal uh, fascination is new. Here in America, they're saying it's new. Okay, this is number 5. Although the paranormal has become quite popular within the arrival investigations based reality shows, American dates back to the origins of the nations, and the paranormal peaked in the U.S. in the mid 19th and early 20th century when the introduction of spiritualism and religious philosophy that espoused that communication with the spirit world is positive. Mary Todd Lincoln, Mark Twain, Harry Houdini were among the American celebrities who became part of the paranormal conversation, and the public gathered in homes and auditoriums to connect with the dead in seance beyond ghost. Future President Teddy Roosevelt wrote of a frontiersman encounter with the Bigfoot-like creature in 1893, and other Sasquatch stories would periodically make their way into the news long before the Battle of Los Angeles in 1942. Or the Roswell incident in 1947. Airships were reported in the sky above America, and newspaperman S.E. Hayden wrote about the crash of such a ship in Aurora, Texas in 1897, about 6 years before Wright brothers' first flight. Well, I think people in America thrive on the paranormal. I believe people in the United States thrive on the paranormal more than any other country. And the only reason why I say that is because you have paranormal investigators popping in and out all the time. All the time. So I have to agree with these statements that on the myth number 5. So don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm going to have to agree with that one. So off to the next one. Hello, Amanda, Carrie, Chris, Roger, and I think Dan's here. And if I haven't called your name, I am sorry, but I've been reading. All right. So number 6. This is going to be an interesting one. Aliens are little green men and flying saucers. Yeah, right. The most popular aliens are little gray men, according to believers. In America, the grays are the archetypes. I can't even say it. When discussing alien encounters, and were supposedly found in the Roswell incident. The creatures supposedly have large, black, buggy eyes and a slit for a mouth on their oversized noggin. However, aggressive reptilians and blonde-haired Nordic humanoids have also been reported by eyewitnesses along with a dozen other alien species. As for the flying saucer part, ufologists didn't know that even existed. Claim we should add flying crescents, cigar-shaped crafts, triangular ships, and V-shaped craft to the classic flying saucer. Whoopee-doo. I do not believe in aliens, y'all, just so you know. But this is one of your paranormal myths that they're talking about. So, if you go back and listen what I just wrote, what I just read, y'all, and if you, so let's put it like this real quick. Right, Carrie? All right. Excuse me. All right, here we go. I'm going to tell you how messed up it is, right? And you have to think like an investigator. Not just a paranormal investigator, just an investigator in general. Right? So he went here and it said the creatures supposedly have large black buggy eyes and a slit for a mouth on their oversized noggin. Keywords: have large black buggy eyes. Right? So, I want to show y'all something. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Right? So, I'm gonna try to find a photo and I want to show y'all, but I don't know if I can. So we know that the story of the Hat Man, the Goat Man. Think about it, y'all. Has anybody really seen the Hat Man? Has anybody ever seen the Goat Man? Really? Like on film? Actual evidence? This is what I want to know right now, y'all. People say they believe in the Hat Man, they believe in the Goat Man, and whatever else is out there, but nobody's got it on camera. So the Hat Man's got boogie eyes. We'll see about the Goat Man. I'm doing a Google search right now. The Goat Man. Okay. The Goat Man. All right. You know what? We're gonna be doing something. This. We are going to put this right here. Open. Save. All right. This is what we're about to do. Okay. Check it out. We are going to stop this. I'm going to start. I got to give y'all some better things to look at here, okay? Alright, so now you got my black face, right? Alrighty, here we go. I want to show y'all something. Didn't plan on doing this because alright, there's your Goat Man. Okay? There's your Mr. Goat Man. We put him over there for you. Now, let's go back and have a little talk. Okay? Now, remember what I just said. Okay, remember what I had just said, okay? On the aliens. Alright? It said, let me find it. The creature supposedly have to have, or has, large black buggy eyes. We don't have no buggy eyes on this guy, but the mouth was kind of a slit, kind of like that in a way, right? And had an oversized noggin. Oversized noggin. There you go. So, now we did that, okay? I'll show you something else real quick. Give y'all a thing, some photos, images. Of what the Hat Man looked like. The Hat Man. The Hat Man. I'm trying to find someone who actually has a older. This is probably about the closest we're going to get that somebody drew. Give me a minute here. I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all gonna be like, what in the hell is going on here, Jack? Looks like a man. Always looks like a man. Let me find it here. Put this up for y'all. There's the Hat Man. So basically, somebody drew that. There's your big eyes. They could have been black. So there's your Hat Man. I'm just saying. But that's what we're doing. It also, number 7 was no one still believes in vampires. That is why it's called the Goat Man. The Goat Man, the Hat Man, in my personal opinion, is fake. Sorry, but it's fake. There's no proof. I don't care who you are. I don't care what paranormal team you belong to, or what kind of investigating you do, or what kind of investigator you are. These two images are not real, and I don't believe they're real. So, I probably lost a lot of followers just now by that, but I'm just telling you, there's no evidence. There's evidence of things that do happen in the paranormal field, like voices and things being thrown, people getting affected, but this right here, no, come on. There's nothing on video that would prove it. There's nothing that backs it up. You can believe what you want to believe, because that's your right. But Hat Man, Goat Man, whatever you want to call it, sorry. I'm not buying it. There's no evidence behind it. I don't care how long someone's going to preach to me about it. There is nothing that will change my mind unless you have it on camcorder or you caught it on a game camera. Nothing will change my mind ever. Sorry, I just had to put that in there. Slender Man, same thing as Hat Man. Sorry, Chris. So number 7 is of the myth. We're almost done with this. No one still believes in vampires. Tina, I think aliens are just made up. I'm sorry, honey. I am so sorry. I really believe they're made up. Just my personal opinion. Until I see one on camera, like I said, like with all these other things, if I see it on camera, the actual evidence, okay, of a camera, and I'm not talking about 1950 camera or 1960 camera or 1970 camera. I need some really hard evidence, and not just what somebody wrote out on a piece of paper. I'm sorry. And I don't mean to be rude, but that's just me. Well, we're gonna go on. So number 7 was no one still believes in vampires. The blood sucking from folklore, if I can read it right, have enjoyed a nice comeback in the paranormal pop culture in the last few years. But they never completely went away in some societies. Recently, Indian politicians placed a $2,000 bounty on vampires sucking the blood from villagers' cattle in the town of, I can't even pronounce that, Dirapura or something. I don't know where it's at. Which called to mind the 2004 staking of a corpse in Romania. The supernatural ghouls may have resembled the sexy beasts of Twilight and True Blood, but they still very much alive or undead in various parts of the world. Even within the United States, there are subcultures of individuals who believe they are among the class of vampire, and especially active groups in New Orleans and New York City. So, my understanding on vampires started with that dude in Romania. I can't I can't think of his name off the top of my head though, but he killed all those people. They said he was like the Count Dracula. So I don't know if today's world. I just think it's all myth on the vampire thing. And like number 8 is talking about the modern zombies or supernatural. So we're going to read that one too. So, I don't think they are real. Uh, so that's just my opinion. There's not a lot to really, to me. There's not a lot to really back that one up. I don't think it's paranormal at all. I don't know why they even put it in here, but they did. So number 8, modern zombies are supernatural. The term zombie has been in use for well over a century, and before 1968 applied to seemingly soulless slaves created by Hayton voodoo magic after 1968, when George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead was released. The term was forever changed. Modern zombies are the result of an unexplained supernatural being, according to zombie expert Matt Mogg of the Zombie Research Society. What? They actually have a research society for zombies, y'all. Wow. The modern zombie is a relentlessly aggressive, reanimated human corpse driven by biological infections such as supernatural vampires, mummies, Nordic, and all others need not apply for a brunch with the bunch, is what it says. So, do I believe in zombies? No. I think it's myth on that one. So, I'm not even going to get into that because I just think that's just myth. Yeah, it was weird. Skeptics and believers don't get along. This is number 9. So, we're getting to the good stuff. There are actually many skeptics involved in the paranormal community, and they are normally welcomed by investigative groups. When the two groups operate together, the skeptics can assist in disproving misidentified paranormal stuff, which we know. If something cannot be disproven, it then leads believers closer to a possibly legitimate experience. Dave Schroeder, host of the popular paranormal radio show Darkness Radio, says paranormal believers are not at war with the skeptic nation, and he embraces their input because he'd rather be taken seriously when findings are reviewed. Additionally, most skeptics are confused for cynics, but actively want a paranormal experience, but they want it to be real and not just a false positive. I agree. I love as a paranormal investigator, to have somebody who does not believe. I'd rather have somebody on my team that does not believe versus believing. Because that helps us prove a lot of stuff, you know. Um, I think it's great, great business for people. I don't really mean business, but just in the paranormal field. I think it's great that if you can have somebody to come out and be a skeptic, right? Like when we had Tim, guy I work with, he came out to the funeral home. He didn't believe, but he, to him, it was like, it was just a funeral home, you know. But I was hoping that we would have got something that would made him believe a little bit more. But I like his train of thought due to the fact that there's always a reason behind something, you know, like stuff going off and whatever it is. So I think having a skeptic um, is a great tool in this paranormal field. I think all investigators should at least bring, you know, a skeptic along every once in a while. Really helps you become a better investigator, in my personal opinion. So, number 10. Yay. The paranormal is bad for business. Oh. It says, the business world is a big believer in the paranormal. Paranormal tourism, where travelers spend vacations, money on pilgrimage to during conversation and famous hotspots, is an active industry. Instead of shying away from the paranormal reputation, locations are embracing it. Every city seems to have a few ghost tour operations, while haunted houses, attractions, and vampire balls of bond and entire towns in America are defined by their paranormal personalities. The Roswell UFO Festival attracts droves of aliens in New Mexico every July. Meanwhile, Point Pleasant, West Virginia belongs to the Mothman, and Salem, Massachusetts has a tourism industry focused on the infamous witch trials. Zombie walks, runs, and obstacle courses, along with prom, protests, and pub crawls, are weekly occurrences in the city across America. Yes, sir. You get one of them locations, you can get rich. Not here in Memphis. So is the paranormal. It says the paranormal is bad for business. It depends who you are. Be honest with you. So like you got some people who don't charge for investigations, and then you got some who do charge. Yeah. No, not the Mothman. Whatever. People are going to hate me, I swear. Yeah, Mothman. Great. Yeah, Mothman here. I'm the Mothman. Hello. Um, sorry, y'all got me cracking up over here. So I lost track there for a minute. Um, so how can I put this to you? Ghost hunters are self-funded. They make no money, right? And I probably got $5,000 or $6,000 worth of paranormal equipment in here. I ain't gonna lie, you know, and I probably could have spent my money elsewhere, um, but I make no money. Now we do sell T-shirts, and that helps with like batteries, or if we got to upgrade something, you know, like if I need to get a new digital recorder, we try to sell a few shirts, you know, and that helps out a little bit. I don't see anything wrong with paranormal groups doing tours or events. Um, I think that's good because, like if I was doing an event, uh, I would charge people to come to the event because it's got to pay for the location, uh, and it helps to build that group up the way they need to be, especially purchasing equipment. Equipment breaks down all the time. People don't realize that. Like I had to get this camera. This was an upgrade. It's a 4K camera. You know, because we were using these old fashioned cameras. So yeah, that's why we sell T-shirts. And we need another piece of equipment, and so right here, I'll go ahead and show y'all. Oh, we got the portal. Okay, so we updated that. Um, all kinds of stuff. Like whenever we need a recorder, we had to replace our recorders. I know, I just got a paranormal equipment laying around everywhere, don't I, y'all? So you never know. So I think T-shirt sales and stuff like that is great for that. We had to pay for the gas to get to where we need to get to go. Um, so that's something we have to do. And that's why we try to think of new ways and new things to try to sell, for merch. And it's up to y'all if you want to buy it or not. You don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to go to an event. But that's what it's for. So, are people getting rich off of it? Like me? No, not at all. If I was, I wouldn't have to do these live feeds. I'd just take your money and run. I'm being honest with you. No, ain't nobody getting rich. I think the people who are on TV, they just got lucky. And I think the TV stuff is a lot of it staged, my personal opinion, and some of it might not be staged. So, and I do mean every television show, not just one person. Cough, cough, Zach. Okay. See, I knew someone was going to say that. That's why I said it. I think the TV shows, I don't know, there's too many of them now. It's too overboard, in my opinion. They could be great shows. I mean, they could put out all this stuff, but, the question is, are they being true to what they are doing? That's what you have to look at. Um, like, what's his name? Steve Shippey. The man was in the music industry for 15 years, 16 years. And he came up this way, thought he was going to get rich and everything else. And now he's got a damn Patreon because he ain't making no money. But he had a one-time series, But I don't know. I don't do this to make money, but there's a lot of them out there that do, and if that's what they want, so be it. It's like these people who own haunted homes. They want to get their houses on TV, like Linden Hill. They want to get their house on TV because they thought their house is so freaking haunted, but they don't want to listen to nobody. A bunch of New Yorkers that don't really give a damn. So they took all that money and rebuild their house. And it's just stupid, in my opinion. A lot of people think they're just going to be rich and famous, and they don't get it. You get these people that come in your homes because you say it's haunted, and they go there, and they put your house on TV. You get one little paycheck, and then they drop you like like it ain't nothing. No, they didn't sell it. They wouldn't sell it. They got all that money from Travel Channel. They ain't gonna sell it. Now all they're doing is just remodeling it. You know, they got their money and they left. You know, like Steve Shippey, he made his money, he's done. You know, he's out there doing his own thing. You know, I really don't believe in like really making money like these people are on TV. You know what I'm saying? So I just if it comes to it, let's say a producer reaches out to us and say, hey, you know, we want to put you on TV. Will I do it? Yeah, I probably will do it, but I will stay true to the way we started. You know, I wouldn't fabricate anything, and then if I was if they asked me to fabricate it, I still wouldn't do it. So that's why I don't watch paranormal TV shows anymore. Now every once in a while, I'll try catching the old like Ghost Adventures from back in the day, when they first came out on TV. But that's about it. I don't know. I can't even tell you half the things that are on TV right now. But all I know is I'm not gonna be that guy. You know, and I don't think anybody on my team wants to be that guy. Because it can hurt you in the long run, believe it or not. So, yeah. Whatever. But yeah, fun. So those were the top 10 myths. I hope I didn't make anybody mad, but I really thought all that was very interesting. So, and y'all need to stay away from them damn TV shows. You know, that's what's really wrong in this paranormal field today, y'all. Like, people like me who are, you're trying to make it, trying to do the right thing. And people believe in the goat man, the hat man. Because someone says it doesn't mean you have to believe it. Always do your research first. And let your own personal opinion go with it. So, like, in today's field, I'll put it like this. I could tell you that let me see here. This screwdriver just rolled off my desk on the other end. And y'all would believe it, wouldn't you? Right? If I told you this screwdriver just rolled off the table, y'all believe it, right? If you would believe it, if I told you it rolled off the table, say yes right now. I want to see all the yeses. Because I'm about to prove you something here. And if you believe that if I said this thing rolled off the table right now, would you believe me? So I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to say yes or no. See, Roger said yes. All right. So, and why would you believe me? Because you trust me. And you trust me that I'm going to tell you the truth about this screwdriver. Right? Oh, they type a no now because they don't want to play. Don't mind the one saying no, but the one that's saying yes, hear me out. This is how it's going to be. If I told you this thing just rolled off my desk by itself, and if you trust me enough, you're going to say, yes, it rolled off the table. Okay? That's like me telling you, I walk outside the door right now and I see the goat man and the hat man during investigations. You going to believe me? You're going to say yes because you would believe me that the screwdriver rolled off the desk. And for those who said no, you would still believe me if I told you I went on an investigation and I saw the hat man. You would truly believe me. Right or wrong. What I'm getting at is it doesn't matter what team you watch, okay, what paranormal group you watch, or anything, okay. If someone says they saw the goat man and saw the hat man during an investigation, and you trust him, okay, you're going to believe it. Okay. And so what I'm getting at is whatever they say on TV, they say, hey, we saw the goat man out in the field, right? All those people are going to be like, oh, wow, man, they saw the goat man. Dude, these guys know what they're doing. That's unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. People are going to believe it. Believe it or not. Now, y'all are a little different than some of the people out there. Because, you know, you got some of y'all saying that you need physical proof. Well, sometimes you can show physical proof and sometimes you can't. You know, and then sometimes you gotta be like, eh. You know, it's like me. I gotta have physical proof on aliens and Bigfoot. Right? Now, if someone told me, like, Jack, I saw an orb or something like that, I'm like, oh, cool. Well, like, what did it look like? You know, and they explain it. Oh, man, that's pretty wild, you know? And then, you know, that's like, because I've already experienced that kind of stuff, because I know what's up with it. Now, if they say, oh, man, I just saw the Hat Man, well, hell, I ain't never seen the Hat Man. I haven't seen anybody who actually had proof of the Hat Man. So, hello. Which way I'm going to go? That's all I'm trying to get at. If that makes any sense to y'all. I just saw the Roach Man. Sure that wasn't the Water Bug Man. Tina cut me, man. Tina. That was funny. Oh, Lordy. So, but the main thing is people out there will believe anything. No matter what you say, no matter whose show you watch, people will believe anything you say. Because the normal people are not going to research it or anything like that. They're going to take your word and they're going to believe. It's like people believe in Jesus. People believe in Jesus because, you know, the stories that they were read in the books. We may not ever saw Jesus, but we believe in Jesus. We believe in God. We may have never saw God, but we believe in God. We might have never saw the devil, but we believe there's a devil. It's the same thing with Hat Man, Goat Man, Moth Man, Ladybug Man, whatever man it is. Okay? We may not see it, but we believe it. Think about like that. That's the only good way I can really explain any of that. You know. Another good way to put it is Jesus preached that you have to have faith like the size of a mustard seed. So if you have that little faith in me, and I tell you I saw Goat Man, Moth Man, Beetle Man, whatever man, Superman, Gay Man, Big Man, Fat Man, Lard Man, whatever man, you're going to believe me. So that goes back to saying what you see on TV is what you believe. And that's the fact, Jack. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I am wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll get off right now. But that's the truth, believe it or not. And a lot of people don't want to like even believe that. That's good, Chris. I ain't never seen any of this. I'm not going to say I don't believe. I just don't have the evidence to back it up. Because when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm like 50-50. I really am. So I believe you definitely saw something. I've seen a few things, buddy. Trust me on that. I have seen a few things. Some things you would probably never believe. And that's a God honest truth. That's like, I'll give you a little story. And some people don't even believe me. So, check this story out. So this is what happened. I think I've said this before. Me and Denise was in a house in Horn Lake, Mississippi. And so the way it was, right, one end of the room, you have a master bedroom, okay? Then you have this long hall. And then when you get down towards the end of the hall, it makes a sharp little turn and you go down the stairs. So we're packing everything up, we're going down there, and I bend over to grab something, and Denise is about to head down the stairs, and like there's a wall right here, right? And something came out and just looked at me and went back into the wall. It was shaped like, all I saw was a head. It's kind of like whoop, back in, okay? But I saw it with my own dead eyes. I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleepy. I was wide awake on my 5-hour energy drink. But I saw something. But what it looked like was a head, like a female head with long white hair with 2 glowing eyes. I got goosebumps right now just even talking about it. But I don't know what it was. I don't have it on camera, but I know what I saw. And will somebody ever believe me about it? Probably not. It's something that I experienced, and it's something that'll be with me till the day I die. So I did not get it on film. It's just a personal experience. And that's like, with Hat Man and aliens and Bigfoots, people had their own personal experience, and no one's going to believe them. That's part of it. So, that was very weird, and it was kind of freaked me out, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it really freaked me out for a couple of days. So, yeah, it was just weird. I mean, I wish I could find a way to explain it, but shit, there ain't no way to explain that one. It just happened. Oh, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But I know people experience certain things, and I know that it's hard for me as an investigator to validate what they see. Yeah, it did, Chris. And like it, I ain't gonna lie, dude. It fucked me up for a few days. I couldn't sleep. I got home. I'm like, this cannot be right. There's something wrong here. It was just crazy. It it will mess a person up badly. It messed me up. It was a great experience. I hope I'm able to see that again one day. And I wish I had a camera in my hand. Man, that would have been awesome. All the great things that happen, and you never got a camera. Mm-mm-mm. Horrible. It's like we had some things that happened at that last investigation, but didn't have a camera. Or someone didn't hit the record button. I ain't mentioning no names. But yeah. Yeah, they always show that there's no damn camera. Damn ghost. So when people have their stories, it's the ghost hunter or the paranormal investigator to try to validate their story. And that's why we investigate. And some people, hang on, I'm reading what Dan wrote. The light that 4 pairs of eyes saw, but not on camera. Yeah. You talking about Dan? Are you talking about over at the funeral home? Sorry. There's always a delay in like when y'all comment due to Facebook. But don't forget, y'all, check it out. If y'all want to go back and watch this show again, it will be on Facebook and YouTube. So, but yeah, it was cemetery. Oh, hey, are you talking about when it ran across that field? Dude, that was crazy. Oh man, that was wild. And then it disappeared. That was just the craziest thing ever. Yeah, that's another story. But that's a good one though. That's a real good one. 'Cause me and you both saw that. If that's the one you're talking about. I think that was like last year or whatever. Wasn't it last year, I think? But anyway. Y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Um, I gotta upload this little video to YouTube tonight, and man, it was great talking to everybody. I'm glad everyone stuck around for the whole thing, and I hope I made a little insight out there. I mean, I tried to explain it the best way I could, and I'm not perfect, so. But I think next week we're going to do the Animal Dreaming Oracle card pull. So that's what we'll be doing. I'm going to be pulling one card for everybody. I haven't done it lately because I've been working on the rider cards and trying to learn those. And a guy I know, he's been giving me a lot of insight on the tarot card readings, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So next week we're gonna be doing that, and the following weekend, y'all, not next weekend, but the following weekend, we will not be live. I will be on vacation. But we will probably do something like that Wednesday night. When we get closer, I'll let you all know. So until next time, happy ghost hunting. And do not forget, if you enjoyed this live feed tonight, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Leave comments below. And also, if you want some merch, it's in the description. So shop away. There's t-shirts on there. We're getting closer to fall, so I'll have a fall lineup for everybody. And if anybody's got any ideas for Memphis Ghost Hunters t-shirts, just send me a little email at memphisghosthunters901 at gmail.com. We appreciate everybody, and we hope to see y'all soon. Adios, amigos.